Yo, what's up? So this is gonna be different from my regular videos. Usually I post like math and CS videos. And I'm actually filming this in a hotel in New York. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I just want to talk about, some words of advice if you're going through a breakup. So, you know, I actually had an initial video uh detailing my breakup on my YouTube channel. And I took it down just because my emotions weren't really stabilized, I feel like, and it would not be a great video to just have on public. And I don't think like I would want to expose those details out. I feel like I want to sort of just abstract away the personal details and just focus on sort of the general insights that I got from this. So I would say like it's been like around 12 days since my breakup. And at first my emotions were incredibly messy. A third of me wanted to be angry, a third of me wanted to be sad, a third of me wanted to be empathetic. Like um it's the distribution of emotions that you will go through is crazy. It is like no other experience. I will say it is like heartbreak is a unique experience. And I don't want anyone to feel bad for me because honestly, most people, there's a stat that says 85% of people will experience heartbreak. So this is an unfortunate reality in life. But it is okay. But in this video, I just want to, and then also another thing is what makes it harder for me is that I honestly treated my girl very kindly, uh, and she knew that. I treated her with respect. I loved her a lot, and you know, she wasn't ready to take further steps with me, so she left. And it is, you know, I can be pissed at it. I can say this is unfair. Life is unfair. Like it is what it is. But I've learned that I just have to accept this reality, and it kind of sucks because like I like also spent a lot of time with this person, and I cared about this person a lot. And I was a person in her life where she enjoyed my company a lot, and I think she loved me. I'm not really sure, but uh I was a person who she enjoyed, and I was her boyfriend. And to go from that to somebody who she doesn't really want in her life because she wants space away, she doesn't really want me to trigger her the feelings of a breakup, she wants space, to go to like someone who just like is not really important in her life anymore, and someone who she doesn't even want to be friends with, is it was devastating. I think that was honestly, I think had this girl said like, hey, we can still be like good friends, like it would have been a lot more chill. But to go to somebody who doesn't really even matter uh to them that much, or at least feel that way, is honestly what induced a lot of emotional pain. And heartbreak is interesting because it's so much like thoughts, so many messy thoughts in your head that it actually, and so much emotional pain that it starts inducing physical pain. Like my stomach literally hurt. So I guess I'm at a point where like my emotions are stabilizing, but there will be periods of time where you think about it and it's just painful. Like I don't act here like I'm tough. And I just have some pieces of advice. So my first piece of advice is there are many different angles where you can view the situation. You can be like, you were wrong. You can play victim mentality. You can say, hey, I'm gonna just like get revenge, go to the gym and lock in, and have all this alpha energy. But what I've realized is that this is lucky short term type of stuff, right? You want to play victim card, or you want to be like, hey, I'm gonna try to logic my way. I'm gonna try to get them back together. Like you'll experience all these different like things, right? And I think what I've realized is you need to choose the angle, right, to look at the situation that gives you most amount of peace. And what I realized is you have to sort of just, it's not that you don't have to care, but you have to accept reality. You have to understand that there is more opportunity outside this. You cannot reduce your life to this one dimension or to this one person, right? Life has so many other opportunities. There you have to be excited for that. Like, hey, I still have so much life to live. I have like a great life ahead of me, and there's so much opportunity. You need to focus on that. You need to channel your energy on that. And you want to make it as independent as the person involved, as possible, right? So if you're going to the gym, don't be like, I'm going to the gym because I want to get revenge on my ex, or I want to get like a good body to prove my ex wrong. This should not be a prove my ex wrong mentality. You should not even think about getting them back. And I thought that, and whether this girl comes back in my life or whether she doesn't, like that's not really my priority. If she wants to do it, then whatever. Like I'm indifferent towards that, or at least I'm trying to be indifferent towards that, and I'm trying to just sort of move my life away from whatever this girl does, because I've done my best. I've done everything I could, and it didn't work out. So that's life. But that is it. Another thing is, honestly, stop making it such a big deal in your everyday life. And I know this is easier said than done, but there are different things that, like, I noticed that, like, if I would talk to my friends a lot about it, like I would just be reliving the experience, and it would just make stuff worse, right? You're dwelling on it for a long time, and you're trying to realize different things or get new insights. None of these insights are going to do anything for you. Like, she's not going to come back, even if you tell her these new insights. uh, Probably she won't. Like, they don't come back just because you present some logic. Like, that's not how emotions work. You cannot logic your way back. And yeah, all it does, it will just pour you down this rabbit hole of thinking about it more and more, and then you get emotional pain. So um, you sort of just have to battle and push forward. So honestly, for me, I'm at the point where I will accept this very sad reality. It is very sad. It's very unfortunate, but I just, there's nothing I can do. But I, you know, do I care about my ex? I hope she lives a great life. Like, I hope so. You know, there are a lot of things that I can be very mad about. Um, but it's unfortunate, man. A lot of other people are going through much worse right now in their life, and yeah, so it is what it is. Yeah, but if you're going through heartbreak or anything, then I wish the best for you. It is sort of a hard process, but you'll get through whatever you need to get through. Just keep pushing, and yeah, you'll be fine. But peace.